Or it's probably been about forever because work gets in the way. And I still play at night, just not filming any of it. I mean, how many times can you see the same thing over and over? I guess. So sometimes letting some time go by. There's new stuff to talk about. So here it is. I actually currently have my farming gear on. We've killed Gabriel a few times. So we got the broken wings. I got divine piercing on it. I think they have prismatic slots, so I put all attributes in there. I'm running like a vitality build. But I got the Novus Tower. I had an extra Dragon Knight's helm, so I put increased magic fine. I got the compass. I got a St. Rexy's Sundering Axe. And I don't have anything to do with it. Like, there's nothing to use it on, so I use it for farming. I put some magic fine on it. The minus hands. I got a good Dragon's Blessing. Put a Ist in there as well. Then I have an extra Girdle of War. Put some Ist in there. I need the movement phases why I use it. Ritual Band, Chaos Walkers, and this Bag of Unknown Riches. And I total out to 1700 magic fine. Now my Merc is running the Bucket, the Allure, Leprechaun's Greed, and the Mirror for a grand total of 300 magic fine. So hitting, I guess that's 2,000 when a mob dies. It's good enough. I mean, stuff happens. Now let me put on my bossing gear, I call it. Alright, so we're bossing. I call it bossing. It's just fighting bosses. We got a Steve necklace. The reason why I like it has all resistances, especially since I'm using a two-hand bow. I don't have a shield to increase my resistances anymore. But this one has resistances, and then I found a Steve charm with attributes as well. I think it goes up to 75. That's only like halfway. Be cool to get even more attributes. But these two things together give quite a lot of resistances, so I'm running them. And I found a Fury of Terrathriel. I mean, I don't necessarily need Crushing Blow, but I like the enhanced damage. I don't even need the attack rating. Like, what's my attack rating? 5,000? I mean, that's good enough. And Emblem of the Daemon I got from Possessed Luna. It says chance of an attack and you turn into demon form. That procs constantly. It's pretty cool. It does extra damage to burning monsters, which I also have extra damage to burning monsters on the Dragon Knight's helm. I don't know if there's other stuff to run, but I like this one. Because it has 4 gem slots to put the 4 attributes. I don't get any benefit for the fire skill damage increase, but that's fine. Brawlers fighting mitts, because there really isn't very many gloves in the game. You can't rune word any of them, and then the only other gloves is like the Punch Alley's boxing gloves. And that's it. Or you can get lucky and get the Atos, whatever the hell. But I don't have that. And then I got Chaos Walkers. Somehow it says extra monsters inflicted with ailments. So per ailment you're doing extra damage, 60%. So the poison plus the fire plus the bleed from razor wire or open wounds, I'm going to assume, plus I think the cold one does ailment damage. I think it's frostburn. I'm not too sure. And then I'm going attack speed build as opposed to a crit build. So the Holy Bow does have crit strike chance and damage, but I'm not like just putting all that kind of shit on. Like you can see, even the Broken Wings has attack speed plus attributes and enhanced damage. It's pretty good. I like the Wings of Hatred. You can kind of just jump through stuff. And then you can see I have all attack speed trinkets except for Razor Wire. And I'm only actually using this because of the Chaos Walkers. But I don't actually need it. It doesn't do much. It's just bleed damage, 475% of your attack damage. And it's okay, but I totally could switch that out for something else. I don't need it anymore. The bleed damage would technically just come from malpractice. Does bleed damage just fine. I don't necessarily need it. So, and then I put poison, cold, fire. I probably could have put, I don't know, maybe, I don't think Arcane does an ailment. So I just stuffed in there another elemental gem. These aren't the stuff I like to use either. I like to use, so if I'm using, if I'm bossing, I use Rad Bull for attack speed and movement speed at all times. This also gives strength and vitality, the protein shake, and then attack speed and attack rating with Maggot Eye Elixir. I don't necessarily need the attack rating, but anything with attack speed as I'm trying to roll. I know there's like, oh, 100% deadly blow, 95% crit chance. That's cool. I literally am 3 billion single target, and that's good enough. I don't know if you need any more. And I try to squeeze in a little more here and there, like this charm with has enhanced damage with life and mana stolen per hit. It's actually pretty good. And then I found an Annihilator a couple days ago. More resistances. Get some attributes. This Warlord's Charm's cool. Enhanced damage, 90% plus magic finds good enough. Attack range and speed. Booster shot increase. I got a perfectly rolled Torch of Shadows. Like 30 to attributes, 20 to all resistances, 3 to Plague Doctor. And then the other day too, I got a Chaos Gemstone. Physical damage, chance for daily blow, stolen per hit. Kind of good. I mean, it's kind of fine. I mean, daily blow's cool. And then I got this Guardian's Large Charm, which has enhanced damage and defense, which I can always switch that out for something else eventually if I want to. And that's it. The Deadly Blow, I'm not even close to 95%. What do I have it at? 17%? Why am I getting kicked again? Cool. Let's see, is there anything maybe kicking me off here? No? I don't know. I really don't want to try to go fight Amon Ra and get kicked. As you can see, I have a clearing build that you put a point into Randy the Ratsid to run around in. And then I have my single target build. And yeah, I put as many points as I can to Devout Doctor. I actually like points here. I probably could fill this out with 4 more points and drop that to less. I'm not really necessarily stacking life, like trying to get my maximum life. It's like I am, but I'm not. I like the movement speed. I don't necessarily need movement speed for a boss. But it has attack damage, but maybe just a flat out is better. Another 4 points here. I don't need the resistances. I'm actually overcapped somehow by 26 of 26. Oh no. 26 of what on? How am I overcapped by 26 with this shit on? Actually, that means I probably could switch out nothing, I guess. I mean this. When somebody gets something, let me see. Oh. No, somebody got Azrael's Despair. Is what it is. Nice ring. Alright, so if I put on single target and we fucking run up here, we can see, I mean, I can use my pots. How about no pots is cool. 14 bill, 10, 11, I just say it's an average around 12 billion, and that's good enough. I mean, I don't think you need more than that. Usually if I fight something like Andrexia or the Reaper and stuff, I don't know, for some reason the Reaper I can hit like 2 billion, but then Andrexia, I can hit like 3 billion, and that's seriously, it's fine. I don't know if I need any more than that. But we do have one. We do actually have one Bifrost key to run real quick, just in case. And this does actually enough damage too. You can see, like, I think like almost 1 billion DPS with magic find stuff on is really good. I don't think any more than that. Went to the wrong spot. We're just gonna see if we can pull Possess Luna. And I know like clearing speed is important and like how fast you can move, and I thought this was good enough. Oh man. I don't need anything from Angelic realm. Let's go Uber Boss, Fallen Okay. So here's what we do. We can showcase some damage, I guess. Okay. Alright, Kill these mobs really quick. And switch to this gear. Okay, these actually have a charge. If you don't put them on, like in town, for them to get a charge, they won't have them when you go to do this. And we put single target build on, and let's go. Okay, I don't know why I just stopped casting there. As you can see, like the ring procced, I look like Gabriel with a sword. I don't know what my attack speed is. I mean, it was 221. It's pretty fast. Let's see what this crap is. This. Stun monsters, movement speed, and dex. I mean, stun monsters? Nah. Crit strike, life attributes. I mean, chance. I mean, it's not bad. It's alright, I guess. And now that we have this crap on, I don't know if I even need to get my res my merc again. Guess I will. We actually want to go movement speed, but I don't care to. We're gonna fight Amon Ra now. I don't really care to put all my magic find gear on for the dungeon area. That's why am I stuck? For the dungeon area, I just kind of run through it and with my DPS gear on. Okay, here we go. Now you want to kill all these mobs. You want to kill all these mobs because they have a chance to drop scrolls of raw, and trying to get 50 of them is kind of where you. Is where it takes some time. And I know Kirakan keys, I guess, or I know the Kirakan keys or whatnot are really hard to get to, I guess. I mean, I got it from one of those Shrines of Destruction on a different character I was flopping around. Like I said, I'm not really using something like teleport. To me, this is fast enough. I have other classes I'm playing that are a little faster and more fun. I'll make a video on those ones soon. Probably after this. Oh, stuck. You can kind of jump through walls and stuff with Gabriel's wings. Jump over here, call Randy the Rancid Rat. Here he is. That was it. Yeah, there's not really too many mobs left. Call Randy out. I like jumping. I like to think like that moves you quicker. When you're using something like the Windwalker's Step, I think it's called, you can jump pretty far actually. Okay. Switch to single target mode and let's go. These guys got melted. And he should show up. There it is. I'm stuck. So you don't want to start spinning just yet. You want to use your potions now, then spin, then come close. Like this. Decaying wall. He actually might phase before he even shows up. Yep. This one, I have too much lifesteal. I literally don't even need to move if I don't want to. Look. Holy whatever. I'm gonna cast it again. Phase. This one I still go around in a circle though, because I don't know if this fire stuff's gonna kill me or not. We got the proc from Damon's Ring. I'm spinning like a madman. He's gonna get burned pretty quickly here. Okay, get inside here. I'm gonna take off the curse. Stand here for the unholy part. Damage fire. Okay, go forward. Back up again. Go forward. Phase. Okay, last phase. We can actually just stand here. Let me buff up myself here. They just come to me, so like a blender. What's my attack speed? 352. $14,000 hit points. Resistances are capped. Yeah, sure. Crit chance could be increased or crit damage, sure, but I've been liking this build just fine. And he's dead. Blood Mood Crescent. Bam. Let's see. Physical one. I already have a physical one, so I have 2 physical ones. I don't know if it would be good for cold, like should I reroll it to cold damage? Might be okay. Not too sure. It has a lot of enhanced damage. Attack speed is actually really high. Okay, I'll just leave. I don't remember where my other one is though. I think it's here. 783 and 796. Yeah, they're about the same. Tide of Blood, same. Movement phasing. I like re-rolled this one twice to get physical skills. It was poison, then fire. Then I put physical, and I don't really know what to use them for. I would like to maybe switch it to cold skills and give it to my pirate. Maybe. But it's a one-handed sword, so it wouldn't work because she uses... I have her with a Sidewinder right now. So I just basically have 2 of these, and... I don't know. Followed by a bunch of smaller moons, blah, blah, blah. Might be okay with my Viking dual wielding these, but we'll see. Now that I have 2 of them, I could put 2 of them on. See what happens, but I'm actually running two Gabriels on that character instead. I literally went through and dumped out like all my stuff to all my characters. I had so much crap. Like this was all full. This entire thing was full. This entire thing was full. This half is still full. This was all full right here, and I just put Magic Find stuff there now. And my entire thing was full with Chaos Walkers and a bunch of boots. I was farming some of the towers. These are all my corrupted items down here that I rolled on and they bricked or whatever. So, well, that's that. So the only thing left to do now, I mean, we can go fight Gabriel, I guess, for fun. I actually was gonna keep my Gabriel summons until I actually need them next season, where he has a chance to drop Terrell's breastplate. I thought I saw. In fact, we probably could do a video reviewing all the changes, which would be kind of good. We can go to Graxi's document that it shows a lot of the item changes and what we think about them, I guess, right? But the only other thing now, basically, to do is put the farming gear back on and see what you can get. And then I'll play this one for a bit. I'm hoping it's an Angelic something. Please. Angelic. Plus Angelic drops. Rune drops. Okay, we'll farm this for a bit. It has the rune drops. Now I'm still trying to get... There's a flow or ninju or something so I can make Babylon's fall. Babylon. Pit Fiends, whatever. Do I have movement speed decrease? No. All attributes decreased by 20%. Pick this up. I do see a lot of people in chat will say something like the that movements, that clearing speed is more important. Oh, these guys are bloating. Let's kill them real quick. Actually, under my farming build, I'm running the uncognitive whatever potion for experience gain, and I just pick up. I only typically use it when it's a bloating pack of mobs. Helps increase it by what, 40% or something? Unworldly cognition, 56%. And it applies to the bloating little orbs you pick up off the ground. Actually, I'm running the wrong build here. There we go. Wonder why I was moving so slow. Don't really have to move if I don't want to. Looks like my Merc might die. Maybe not. One thing I have a lot of is runes, and I actually haven't looked into rune words for some of my other characters, like the Luna Aura or Fanaticism, because I don't know what they do. But listening to other people talk in their videos, like Raxi or whatever, about it, man, it makes you feel like, you know, I should try to collect some of those, get rid of a lot of my other A tier and S tier Satanics I'm holding on to. We don't even need to fight this boss unless we're trying to get Girdle of War, but I don't need to. Well, I have 700 battle fragments. We could just do it for fun, right? Like, fun's fine. I don't need a girdle. I've actually given all my girdles away to my other characters already. Pretty much all my other characters are geared, except for my illusionist. I don't have any gear for her. And none of them are even level 100 except for a handful of them. Oh, you know what? I got the, I got like a Angelic mace, and that's probably why I just got that achievement for 10 Angelics. I don't remember what it's called, but it's an Angelic mace. Let's just click these on really quickly. Yeah, these have charges, so we put them right here like this. Okay. Put on this. Turn them on, then start spinning and coming close. There we go. Ah, got Girdle of War. Here. Physical? Cool. I don't know who needs it though. I think... No, I had one on my Viking. Somebody needs it, I'm sure. We'll just put this right here. 3 billion, see? Good enough. Like, dude, I don't know if I need to kill him any faster than that. Except for clout, I guess. Just to say I can do it, but I don't think it's necessary. In fact, seeing that I'm actually hitting all my resistances, I probably could... Well, I'd be down by 25 either way, but it would be cool to take maybe this off and give it to a different character, because I don't necessarily need it. But if I want to remain bossing, I could just keep it on this character only. It's fun to play the other ones just for fun and do damage and play something different, but this is technically my main character for gearing and drops and whatnot. It would be kind of cool if I got another Guts huge F sword. Then, not like I need it or nothing, but can't wait to show off my Viking build. It's pretty fun. And it's fast too. The damage is okay. I wish Whirlwind did a little more. Or actually, probably after this, I'm going to go through and review all the drops and stuff, and all the changes that are coming. I already went through all the changes, and it's coming within like what, a week. I went through all the changes, or I read through a lot of changes, but he has like, somehow he has photos of all the changes, and so that's different to actually see item changes. I'm not really big on the rune words. I don't know much about them, but I do know some of the old like satanic stuff wasn't as usable. I think he said it was more usable now, and he had a little video out about it, but I can't read any of the text on YouTube on my phone. And I'm pretty sure his website or the YouTube video has a link to the document to read or whatever, all of it. So we're just gonna click. We're gonna go through that. Do I have my Merc still? Yeah, he's right there. You right here. Use the experience buff. Pick all these up. Just pray that one of these angelic runes drops. And I've gotten 3. There's like angelic rune words, you could call them, like angelic rune word weapon gear. And man, those now actually I thought I saw in the next season they're gonna have it to where, like, if you go to Niflheim, the angelic rune drops increase by 75% or something like that. Something which would make it worth going there. I mean, I put on a rune, you get into a zone like this, and I actually have the rune drop glyph on. I get runes no problems. I mean, if you look at my runes even now, like, these are in the 900s and shit. I have like tons of these. These ones are what I actually have on hand. Like 20, 35, 5. I mean, I could totally make all the rune words just fine if I need to. I thought I was even playing something different in this character by going physical instead of poison. I thought everyone played poison. I don't read guides or go on the Discord or go on the meta, like, talk about meta stuff at all. So I was just going off of my own thought that I do know that I read somewhere that somebody said, you know, after I've already leveled up the character and tried to figure stuff out on my own, I did see that, you know, some guy he's like the guru of Plague Doctor said, like, to level as poison, and then once you get a certain piece of gear or whatever, like once you hit 100 you get a certain gear to switch to physical. But I actually leveled as physical and did just fine. Now I do hold on to my early drops, so like as I'm leveling I just switch the gear out for mostly satanics the entire time, and I skip everything. Like, I don't need to pick up gear off the ground. I mean, this is based off of I'm not playing seasonal anymore. My first go around in the game was seasonal, plus it's SSF or Odyssey, and then I made a bunch of characters to give all my tier set pieces to because I had so many of those. And then once it kicked me to regular instead of seasonal, like non-seasonal, I lost all my stuff, and I basically have gotten all back again. The drops. I mean, I kept all my heroics on my personal, like, I didn't put them organized in tabs or anything, so I didn't lose any, like, the heroics I farmed or anything like that, and I didn't lose any of my gold. But I did lose, like, all my satanics for leveling and shit. I got them all again, no big deal. It's like they seem to drop pretty easily. I don't know if it's because it's SSF or what. Trying to experience. We don't want to. I don't actually need anything from the. What's that? Unique High Roller's Death Crown. How do you spell ooh? Just O's? Ooh. I think somebody got a good drop from Possessed Luna. I mean, that's all I'm ever trying to do now is find Bifrost keys, go there and try to fight that boss. Because they still have drops I haven't gotten. Like, I haven't gotten, so if we go to items and sort, hitting the wrong buttons here. I got the, oh yeah. I have the Dawnbringer is what I got recently on something. I found a second Holy Bow. Soloyolo. I put a bunch of magic find on and gave it to my pirate. This Jaxie's pig stick I gave to a lancer. And then I have the Rex's Sunnery Axe. I really want Airlan's Fury really bad. Maybe 2 of those would be really, really cool. Oh yeah, I have the Commander Sentry Blaster on my whatchamacallit, Marksman. And then I have this, I found a Saint Houdini's Tiny Fire Rod as well. I also have on a what is that one? Pyromancer, yeah. Why am I here? Oh yeah, it was a helmet. This person got this one. I wonder what they rolled. I wonder if it shows it. They didn't. They didn't show it. So if you go to that person... so Possessed Luna is dropping things that I want, like this one. Errol Niflheim. I really want this one. For my, it's actually be really good for the pirate build I want to go. I'm going for, would be really nice. And then Possessed Luna also drops this shield, the Pit Ravager Citratus. Need this. Still don't have that one. The helmet is Possessed Luna, Gaze of Oblivion, and High Roller's Death Crown. I don't have either one of these from her. Then the armor, nothing. I think drops from her. Gloves. Rimskin Assassins don't have. Basically, I've been there a few times, and she drops the same stuff. Like, it sucks to get, like, Trophy Hunter I don't have. I got the Komodo's Bloodstrap 2 or 3 times, which is, like, those are my drops every time I go for some reason. The Amulet. Eagle Claw I don't have. Would be really cool. Even get Enraged Mania. It looks like it's plus 17, so maybe you have to activate it. But Live by the Sword is cool. Attack Speed, Deadly Blow, Silver Hit, Target Ignored, Anna. I mean, that's a really good, maybe for my Viking or something. The rings, yeah, Possessed Luna drops Emblem of Daemon, which I want another one of those. I have gotten an Arcanus, a Hellfire Halo, and the Signet of Harbinger, I believe. No, maybe not this. I only got the Arcanus. No, Stormloop, Arcanus, and a Hellfire Halo. Annihilator. Does Luna drop anything else? I've gotten a couple of these. I got one of these. It's not that good, though. Charms, Vials. No, I don't have the Demise yet. Monsters have a chance to explode on death, dealing a portion of their maximum life as fire damage. I don't know if that's something you have to turn on. I think it... No, it says proc chance 30%. I guess, do you turn it on? I'm not really too sure. So that's the stuff I'd want to try to get. I haven't gotten Crow's Whisper or Eternity from Amon-Ra. In fact, we were just there and we got a Blood Moon Crescent, which kind of sucks. Kind of stinks, I mean. Okay, what am I doing? Talking. Let's go back to farming and drink something. Water check. Make sure to put down some water. I think that's all I've gotten is for Angelics so far. Plus the Earth Melon, plus the Blood Aegis Shield. I think that's it. I think that's all 10. I did get an Angelic once every 3 days, and that kind of stopped, and I wasn't getting anything for a week. And then I think I got 2 in one day. I did. But one of my most priorities now is if the zone isn't Angelic, I just switch to a different character and try to gear them up for fun. Because, I mean, of course I can run around, but even when the zone is Angelic and there's the Angel's Embrace, the drops aren't coming. I won't even get heroic stuff. And so it becomes a little discouraging to constantly run around to try to get it. So to try to get a drop or anything, so I just switch to a different character and start doing some math and try to get some gear in order, just do some damage, get into Hell 5, see what I can do. A lot of stuff isn't gemmed or anything, so they're not ready to try to take on any bosses. If I don't need them to, if I want a boss, I can just come on this character. It's mostly just for fun. And drops still happen, like their magic fine's only about 1,000, so it's like half mine, but you can still get drops. Even with almost zero, like no extra magic find on my characters at all, I still got an Earth Melon from this zone. So it means it can still happen. It can still happen even if you have a little bit. So just for fun's sake, like I'll play a different class. And one of my favorite things to do actually is to take a class that hit 100 and go figure out what relics I want, and when the zone's a relic zone, I switch to the class and try to farm the relics. Gives me a reason to farm them. And I play on my Viking a lot now, too, so I'll give things like... I don't run the same glyphs either. I'm running things like... Kirakanki? Oh. I run things that like I want for this character, so Bifrost Keys, Allfather, and... what's the other one? Bifrost, Allfather, and Keymaster to try to get dungeon keys, because I still don't have, like, I haven't gotten the tablet or what's that called? Skadoosh or any of the what's the other ones? I can't think of the other stuff that comes with. So Azrael's Despair don't have. The Skadoosh I don't have. some of these charms like Wizard's Dice, Gladiator's Dice. I've got one loaded dice, and then I accidentally like sold it. Forgot that you can uncorrupt things next season. Tablet Awakening I don't have. And I think those are the only things that you can get from dungeons that, yeah, or Signet Caduceus, a necklace. Yeah, those are things I don't have that you can get from there. So sometimes if the zone is like it is right now, is Fields of Battle, if it had a dungeon here, I'd run a key in there, like a 12 key, just to see if I might get something. The best one is if it's an Angelic zone plus an Angel's Embrace and it has a dungeon, I like to go in there. That always seems like to be the one like Black Temple or something dumb where that's like, that one's almost impossible to run quickly and death usually comes with that one. I mean, I've died there quite a few times without even passing the first floor or the first area because I'm trying to quickly push through there as all the dolls are exploding. Very annoying. It's almost like certain death, so. I am thinking about switching that I don't need the razor wire one anymore. I'm not sure what I want to switch it to. I think there's an attack speed, movement speed one. There might be attack speed, movement speed, or attack speed, crit damage or crit chance relic. And then I guess next season there'll be a 5th relic, which is kind of cool, I guess. So I could just wait. I mean, there's no real reason. There's no real rush. Anaconda's Grand Charm with Spirit Vigor. Let's just see what that means. What's Anaconda? Poison? There's no real rush into switching that relic out because I'm doing enough damage right now. And maybe some Finkel, Finland Perkle, Suami, Finland Perkle, Perke. If when next season comes and you can have a 5th relic slot and then I decide I want to farm relics, then I can switch them out then. But right now it's no need. I don't know how much damage it does, but it's not gonna kill me to not have that. I also don't know if that adds to the ailment damage, like if it's one per type. But I think when you have bleeds on, if they're different bleeds, you can. Somebody said they're additive, so like one bleed plus another bleed plus, I think bloodletting you can actually have 3 or 4 bleeds with malpractice too. I think it adds all together and that's your damage for your bleed damage. I think somebody said that. I'm not really too sure how that works, but I do know once I've got my Chaos Walkers, I just decided to try it. I got a second try while I was running around Inferno, and once I put the additive damage on, I easily was doing. Is it raining? Yeah, it's raining. Gorgeous? Gorgeous. It's raining. I thought they were fine hanging out on the towel there, or the same. But they're soaked now. I just left them. But whatever. Yeah. Don't know why. I mean, okay. I'm gonna do a quick pause after this. What we got? So every 30 minutes you can switch to see if you wanna, if you log out and log back in, you can see if it's a different zone. We're gonna do that real quick. All right. Let's see what the new zone is. Nightmare, Angelic. Ah, relics. Man, I actually do want to switch to my pirate to finish up getting fire and ice, but we'll stay on this character for how long we've been on here. Half and 40 minutes. Yeah, we'll just stay on it for the rest of this. I don't know about you, but I'm looking for the new season for having like targeted places to try to get things. I'm not sure if they switched where like the tablet is and stuff, and by this point I don't even know if I need tablet, or I don't really know what the damage increase is for when they like they're gonna increase, maybe they're gonna make it harder to get into Inferno, I think is what it, not harder, but the mobs will be harder or something like that. So I think that would be good. And then when they change it to where you can go from Hell 5 to Inferno by just killing Uber Mavis is really good too. Because right now, like with the build I have and stuff, I really don't. I'm not ready for any of that type of stuff. Even though like it'd be cool to get to those characters and play in Inferno for the magic find increase and amongst the other things that could happen. But I do know too that do I have magic speed increase? What is the debuffs here? Just lifesteal decrease, that's it? All these buffs with just one debuff? Huh. Now, I think they're going to increase the difficulty on Inferno too. I mean, the mobs do die really quickly unless they're... Oh, Javelin, just devastation. Unless they're like haunted or something like that, then there's some new fixes coming. Probably do, like I said, I'll do a video about it. Give my opinions about stuff. Oh, I actually only pick up Rich and Overflowing. I don't typically get just the normal ones because they only drop between like what 1 to 3 ore. And if I stop for a rich one, they usually drop about 6. It's kind of worth it to me, especially I don't necessarily need them. Not right now, anyway. I'm not looking for... I'm not trying to make any gems. Not on this character, anyway. This character, to me, is pretty much done unless I get something special and I want to switch some stuff around or get a different weapon. Nothing. I try to keep an eye out for better I don't know, base stuff. I mean, I'll go through and probably switch out my highlighted items to try to start making cool rune word stuff that'll work. But I typically only make rune word when it's needed and it's going to be used on a class or a character. I don't typically make them otherwise, but there's a lot of cool ones. Because my main focus for those other classes is just damage. I don't necessarily need to farm. I don't need it's just for farming anyway, right? Like running around like I'm doing right now, but just a different class. I actually am running out of keys and don't want to just keep using them on everything. But if I really was being serious, like it's a good zone. They're actually taking away the community quests next season as well. I said it has no purpose or it's not fun or something, which kind of is not true. I actually like coming in and seeing that it's Angelic drops. I mean, it should just be Angelic drops all the time almost. Then they're going to change the mercenary so they can wear a belt, boots, and gloves, I think it is. Which I'm going to assume I'm just going to put more magic find on them. They don't do enough damage to be considered like, you know, a DPS option to help you do damage or something. So. Then more magic find would be totally fine. Death's Mirror, another one. Sometimes they'll let you jump through walls. Don't necessarily need to hit that shrine for no reason. Not necessarily, I don't need it. Now, some people like just the permanent, like this on the screen. I don't, typically. Monkey bar, cheeseburger. Now that I have vitality switches, they're going to nerf that too a tiny bit for Plague Doctors, I guess. Not like, I don't think it's going to make it that huge of a difference. But I'm not really life stacking too much. Yeah, I'm running vitality as opposed to strength and all my gems. Not my gems, I mean the elemental gem gives you strength anyway, but all my stat allocation points that you get from leveling up, all of it's in vitality. I don't have any strength or whatever. And I've actually tried switching the build to strength focus and not vitality focused, and actually I do less damage somehow. I'm not really too sure how that's possible. You think it'd be like instead of a proc chance, but I guess, you know, it affects the it's called Devout Doctor. Yeah, Devout Doctor probably affects that because your maximum life is reduced. Faceless Priest. I actually try to find still lower level satanic charms because I give them the characters and then I don't have any anymore to hand out or switch out when stuff happens. Because once you put gear on, you kind of have to balance things like defensives like resistance. I always try to cap that above damage personally. I mean, of course, if you have a ton of health, it's okay, but I try to always balance it all out. If I see I don't have too much health, like I'll switch out gear and lose some damage just for survivability. I feel like is better than trying to get all damage. I've done that, and I'll have like 100 hit points at a level 100 on my pirate or something, or my exo, like a cold exo, Warlord's Grand Charm. How much on that? 100? 100, mate? No, 74. That one that has the mana and health stolen per hit's really good. And it rolled also, I thought, a pretty good, is that one left? Is that it? It rolled a pretty good high, enhanced damage as well. 80%. It's good enough, because what was the range? 25 to 100? 80, I'll take 80. Even with this one was 2500 and rolled a 91. It's pretty good. I run enhanced damage. I did have a 35 enhanced damage. I don't know what happened. I took it off, linked it in chat to show someone something. I forgot to put it on. It was gone. I mean, I don't know. It disappeared in my bag somewhere, but I didn't have it anymore. It's been gone. So stuff happens, I guess. Stand here. Ugh. Drink some water. Pray that we're getting some runes that we're not getting. You know, the thing about getting Babylon's Fall is I wouldn't even be able to use it on this character, because typically you want to take Babylon's Fall chest piece that has all that magic find on it, and you want to put the chest augment called Avariceness or something like that. Avariceness, I think it's called. It's right here. Avariciousness. I can't even read it. And every time you pick up gold, it increases your magic find by like percentage. Every time you pick gold up, I don't know how many times it increases, but that's really good. Every time you pick up gold, that happens. But the only reason why I'm doing even like one of the things that really increases your damage as a Plague Doctor is in fact your Divine Piercing augment, chest augment. So I'm not sure what the damage would be like running around with Babylon's Fall, and I can't do this anymore. I guess I'd still be okay, to be honest, because it does a shitload of damage anyway. Nope. No, I didn't mean to touch that. I didn't need to. Monsters. No key. I don't know what I was trying to get from Raw. I think I was just doing it just to bring you along so we can kill Raw together. And that was really it. I don't really need anything from that boss either. Now, there's stuff I haven't gotten before, like some neck piece, some weapons. Yeah, I mean, but I don't necessarily need them on this character. Plus, the keys are extremely rare, so that'll probably be the last time I fire armor around a while. I also like playing on my Viking for that very reason of I have the Bifrost, Allfather, and Keymaster on there, and I think Keymaster probably helps with finding Curican as well, because I had Keymaster on my Viking for a couple months when I was playing my Odin's Fury Viking, and I had 8 keys. I mean, I haven't fought Amara 8 times, or more or like less. The first 3 or 4 times was failure to learn how to fight against the loaded dice. To learn how to fight against the boss, and then I figured it out, like, of course, over time. So those first couple were just trial and error since I've never been there, and I can't have everyone carry for me. Like, there's no one to carry me there, so because I'm playing SSF. Did it stop raining? That was it? Okay, we could go kill those 2 yellow guys. We're probably not gonna. I wonder what Loda's dice are. Like, what's the buff on it? I didn't even look yet. We can look right now in a second. Probably after we... Nah, we leave those 2 dudes. Let's see, loaded dice. Seismic slam? That's terrible. Let's roll it. You want to roll it? Let's go roll it. I mean, I'm not going to... I don't use seismic slam to begin with. And to have, like, 2 and whatever, I mean, I feel like it's a waste. Critical accuracy. Crit rating and critical strike damage. It is now... I don't even know where that... I mean, where was that at? Like, who has that? I don't. I didn't... We need it anyway, so... There's a way next season, supposedly, that you can uncorrupt stuff. And you can duplicate stuff. I mean, whatever glyph that helps you find the tarot cards, I mean, I'm going to be on it. You can put 5 of them together to get a random Angelic. You can uncorrupt corrupted stuff. You can duplicate items. Like, what? That's nuts. That means you don't have to find, like, multiple, like, Terrell's breastplate. You could actually just copy the thing. I'm pretty sure it's what it is. You use it on you can use it on Angelic and give it to your characters and stuff. I think that is pretty cool. I think that's how it's gonna work. I mean, that's pretty nutty. Now, the only thing left that they need to, I think they should try to implement in the game, is your hero levels. You know, if you play Diablo 3 and you play a seasonal and you get like 1,000 hero levels, right? When it takes you into regular, it just adds that experience of how much experience you took and adds it to like your total overall hero levels. So if you started off at 1,000 in one seasonal, you left the seasonal and you're at hero level 1,000, let's just say. If you start another seasonal character and hit 1,000 again, when they transfer it to a regular character, they add that experience on. So then now like your overall hero level becomes what? I don't know, 1,700 or something. It's really, really good. Because one of the hardest parts about this game is actually wanting to play a different character, because then you have to turn around and try to level up your hero levels again, and man, that's a nightmare. Stop raining. I think it's a nightmare in some fashion. Like, yeah, I'm 83 and running around on my Viking for just a little bit of time trying to get relics and stuff. Yeah, I've hit like 30 something, but man, from like 50, like 40 on, whew, it gets long. It's like, if you die, it's the worst. Oh, someone else got loaded dice. I don't even know if that's really that good. I mean, it's good for damage if you can get the right roll on it, right? If it would have dropped for a character I'm using right now, I probably totally would have kept it, but I gotta just roll it again. It didn't even come with +2 skills either. If it came with +2, I think that critical actually came with a +6 to critical accuracy, which is cool and all, but oh well. I don't need it, so it's not necessarily like, oh, I need it for a DPS upgrade to go kill a boss. As you can see, the hardest boss in the game, or the highest, not the hardest boss, I guess it'd be considered the hardest because the drops are really good and then it costs a lot to get there and whatever. The most end game boss in the game was easily melted by what I have running. I really don't need to like sweat about corrupting a dice, a loaded die. Now there was a way to kind of cheese. There was a way to kind of cheese fighting chaos towers, rogue chaos towers. And what you do is you'd go into the map, and if your portal didn't work, it means there was a chaos tower there. So because I know they're fixing this, I use not necessarily what I had left, but I made a chaos codex and just farmed the crap out of, for an hour, farmed the chaos. Like, you go in, if your teleportation is on, you leave, you reset. So every 10 seconds I'm just checking. I must have got at least 5 or 6 chaos boots and a ton of the other roamers, and I just gave it to all my characters. So I don't, you know, if they fix the chaos boots next season, plus if they're well, not plus, they are also going to fix how the interactions work with the chaos tower. It will only actually now spawn if you're close to it or something. So you can't just go in and leave because the whole zone knows it's there. You have to be actually close to where it's going to be, and then it will dim your portal. So now you have to actually run it and just hope that there's one there. And sometimes when it only has like a 10 or 12% spawn chance, you're running in and out of zones pretty quickly. So movement speed would be quite important once they make that change. Not like it's not important now, but oh, sorry, Sheep King's Crown. I've been to Sheeponia like I don't know how many times, and I still haven't gotten like Sheep King's garb or cloak or whatever it is, or his crown. I've gotten the little piece of wool. I've gotten the wool, and that's it. I found a Steve's necklace out there one time. The hello, it's me, Steve Charm. The Steve Charm. I've actually bought that off the dude that's on the. Sometimes he's around, and he gives you. Why is this killing Chris like lit up for? You know, there's a dude that's around, and he'll sell you stuff. He actually had the Steve Charm on him, and I was like, oh, let me get that, because I don't have one. I haven't seen one before. Whatever. I was going through people's gear, and that's how I realized like the Steve's necklace to me was really good. the defenses plus some attributes. I mean, I don't need anything else, especially since I'm running no crit chance while I'm not aiming for it anyway. No crit chance or crit strike damage. I'm on attack speed. None of my gear has like increased damage to bleed, so I don't need open wounds, but I automatically bleed anyway with razor wire. Well, that has a small chance to proc, but there's also malpractice has bleeds, and that's cool if you do like, oh, bleed damage increase and blah, like you do more damage to bleed whatever. But the setup I have, I like movement phasing, girdle of war. I used to wonder why like everyone's running it. Like, how come everyone's running that same belt? Like like I get that to me it's cool because the gem sockets, but still, is there anything else? And there really isn't. You want that phase moving one. Maybe something from a possessed Luna that I don't have is a viable option, but because it has movement phasing mixed with the Gabriel's chest piece, I can actually move around pretty quickly or jump through trees or push through mobs. Which, there's lots of times earlier in the game where I've died trying to push through a pack of mobs and they're just like lightning bombing or and shit. Like this. Can you imagine like rolling like this and then getting stuck on a mob? It sucks. Oh, hit the, oh, that reminds me. I've actually, I've gained 2 levels since I've allocated my points somewhere. So it's this one. We're trying to get movement, speed, and all attributes now. And what's this one? All resistances? Oh, that's cool. Want that one too. But look, level 84, and it takes forever to get there. So I'm saying, like, some of these other classes would be fun to play if I didn't have to try to do this grind again. But then it's like, you know, what are we playing for? And it might be different playing in a group with people. Like, what, you're going to bring to the table or something? But I feel like if I was playing 4 people, I'd just be doing enough damage for us 4. I don't know what the health and damage modifiers or increases are by rolling in a party, but I feel like rolling with 3 other people wouldn't even make a difference. Like, do you really need some healing from a white mage? Like, is that a thing? Do you really need a tanking character? I'm not too sure. Alright, we're going to do this for another 5 minutes and we're going to call it. Maybe we'll check what the next zone is at 6:04. And if it's not an Angelic zone, we call it. Okay. Nothing. Now, if we wanted relics, I mean, it's happening, but like I say, I think the only character I have left to go farm relics on would be my Demon Hunter, which I don't really like at all. I actually don't like that class playing my... I mean, I probably have maybe stats the wrong spot, Maybe I can play an arcane shooter, which would be something like the Shredder build. I think is arcane damage, to try something a little different. Because the marksman, I mean, I was gonna play like a drone build or something. But I think actually my favorite character right now is in fact my Viking is my favorite. I was farming on the Pyre last night. I actually thought it was pretty good. It was different and fun. Did a lot of damage for the most part for health 5. I mean, it's not like this, but still. I also don't have like the same gear setup. Like the amount of charms I have on and I'm using and stuff, like that makes a big difference. Like if I had to take my charms out, and I see people do this, they take all their gear off, they put on a different character, and I don't know, it kind of gives me a reason to try to farm that with that character. I mean, it doesn't matter which one I choose. I could show you their stash, and I mean, it's just full of stuff. Each tune I have in the game, it's just about leveling up, right? Like because his zone is Angelic, and it's gonna be for the next week. It's hard for me to switch off his character because it's the prime time to be farming. Oh, someone said where it says 2 random unique items that they've gotten Angelics from that kind of from that affix on these chaos pillars. They were talking about the siege thing or something that's new too next season. For like a split second when I went into the Panic Art Studios stream. Now I can hear that they all have type of, like an English or I could call it not English, but a European accent, which would explain some of the misspellings they have in some of the spellweavers. Some of the misspellings that they have in the game. They've misspelled a lot of stuff, used grammar a little incorrectly. I mean, it probably has to do with translation. I don't know if there's an app or something that just translates it, and that's how it's been, how it's translating is in that style, or someone's typing it that way. But there's definitely a lot of grammatical errors and misspelling everywhere. Another Angelic Chaos Pillar. 500 only. Oh, it's good. What's cool about this one, if you go into the Archdemon's Plateau, is they have a chance to drop their soul stones. So come over here, get real close. I think the closer you are, the better to any of the bosses. I sat next to Angelic on purpose, and the way you dodge stuff and whatever, and I was still doing 3 billion a second. Even just on her. We don't need any of these. Just move on. I don't need satanic fragments either, like at all. You get a ton of those from pillars and shit. So it's not something I'm like, oh, let me take them, shove them in the blender or the grinder. Inferno Slayer. That's it. I think if we wait one more minute, Nightmare should be switching here in a minute. It's either at the 2 minute mark or the 4 minute mark after the hour. It will switch. So give it a second. That in fact was a bloated monster, so we used our potions. I have it where it's one button use all. I don't need to space them out. Not necessarily, I don't think. Newt Tail, I think, is Magic Find, movement speed. That's cool. I even thought about, like, should you get some stuff that has to do with maybe gold farming or something. Like, get relics for gold farming. Magic Find, whatever. Like, if this wasn't my bossing character and I wanted this to be my clearing character, I could easily try to change all my relics to stuff like that. Then they're going to increase the Magic Find to chests, which is kind of cool. I wonder if, like, you just want to put on that glyph to chests and stuff, and you find that to be a better option than trying to magic farm grind for the gear that has plus Magic Find on it to put on your characters. Maybe it's a better option just to do like more often you get better chests or whatever, like the treasure chest. Like there's this one where like if you kill a mob they'll drop a treasure chest, and then there's one where the treasure chests that spawn in the map are higher quality, and I wonder if that's just like an alternative to running Magic Find. This is Legion, Angelic Embrace, experience, and attack whatever. This actually isn't bad. I did want to switch classes though, but Legion, I guess, is supposed to be better. I don't think I've ever seen someone get Aurelion's Fury either. This is almost like a codex if it had a gobbo on it. That's it. Maybe we'll call it for the night. Actually, falling asleep here. So, I think we'll call it. That's the update on my Plague Doctor, all the new gear, and nothing dropped in that hour, which isn't surprising. Sometimes I'll play for like 3, 4, 5 hours and get nothing. I did get a bunch of heroics I don't necessarily need, but it's cool just to have. What's the spell reavers go to? Lightning? I mean, it's not bad. I don't have a lightning caster though. I think. Oh wait, no, I have the bard. Yeah, I don't have a storm reaver. I don't even clear out my bags till way later. I don't even care. Discrete merchant prices is really good. Makes it cheaper to buy any of this stuff. Oh, we do have a Bifrost key. I think we're actually gonna go use it really quick. Let's just see. Let's just pray for Vanaheim. If Vanaheim shows up, probably stay on this character. But until Vanaheim does show up, I don't really stand this. I mean, we don't really need to increase. We could, but we don't need to. I don't even know if I have enough. Let's just do a challenge dungeon and see what we get. Okay, we're gonna end after this. I don't think these challenge engines are the highest level it can be. I think they're like the lowest level. And it's based off of how much incarnation I'm getting, and I'm definitely not getting that much. So I know that it's probably a really low one, but it doesn't say you need to be like on a 12 key to get Kadoosh or any of the other things that come from dungeons, like the tablet or... Oh wait, those say boss dungeons. Okay, so what, the gladiators dice? It doesn't say it needs to be a 12 key or something like that. So I did put like the most magic find I can on confined on my mercenary, and they're like close to death like the whole time now. I did have like way better defensive shit on so they would never die. And now I feel like they have a lot on. Let's call our merc back over here. Fortune? Nice. 20%, I'll take it. I think we can jump through this wall. Yep. Right here. Fast. Wait a minute. Destruction. What are the chances of a key? 0. Alright, it's this way. Right there. Rancid rat, turn on. Experience, keep it. And then, there. Nothing. Nothing. And then, oh yeah, I maxed out all my Rift Angel. At 93%, that's good enough. And then Loot's 99, Goblin's 99, and Rune Master's 98. Just in hopes of getting the Angelic runes, of course. It did not drop though, so I don't even... I think I have... I thought maybe I still have Keymaster on me to... Yep, 100% Keymaster. Upgrade it, didn't do shit. I gotta give that actually to my Viking to run around with now. Let's put it in my stash. Here, there. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. I know it's been a while. If that's an update. I know this is still like meta. It's a meta character. I didn't think it was till people were saying it is and whatever. And now that we know it is, it's not definitely not like... It's good that I got far in the game with it and stuff, but because it's meta, it's not necessarily my focus now. It's good to pick up other character classes that people aren't really playing to make them good. There really isn't any classes like that. I'm pretty sure when I looked, I tried to type in like least played classes, and it's things like... One of them even said play Doctor, but if you go to Graxi's channel, which he's like the main dude for information and guides and everything on this game, on Hero Siege, his YouTube channel, he was saying, like, if you look at his views, the Bloodletting Plague Doctor has like the most views for a build, so I didn't know it was that popular. I literally only picked it because I got the... I literally put it on. I started playing a Plague Doctor, no joke, because of I got this weapon and this. And I was like, well, what do I want to play? Like, I wanted to play a Whirlwind Viking, but I was like, oh, let me just play a Plague Doctor and see how I like it. Because I was leveling up a Plague Doctor for fun, playing with Bloodletting. And I was even using this Whirlwind style knife build. What is it called? Surge's Vortex. I was using Blood Thaumaturgist because of Vitality conversion plus this. This is what I was using before, and it worked really well. The second I moved to this, and someone told me about... I was barely doing like a couple 100 mil damage at the time, and someone told me about Divine Piercing. I put that on, and it just skyrocketed the damage. So, see you in my next one.